Man, we keep it fresh all the way from the comic shop, guys.
That's right, fresh from the comic shop. Each and every week, Chris and I share with you what we picked up at the comic book shop or in the mail, right? So either or, they could be brand new issues that just came out this week, or they could be golden age from way back in the day. We are going to share them with you each and every week. But the caveat here is, if we're sharing our books with you, you need to share your books with us. So please let us know in the comment section what you guys got this week. Again, they could be anywhere from golden age to they just came out 2 days ago. So we want to hear from you. We want to see it from you on Instagram too. If you guys post on Instagram, we're going to post it up here as well. So that being the case, Chris, you're going to go first. I think you go first each and every week, but I just like going first with you.
All right.
Go for it.
Appreciate it. I'm humbled. I'm humbled.
Go for it.
All right, guys. Look. Again, I showed this off on my channel. I don't mind showing it off again for you guys on the Canon. This is my character right now, guys. This is my dude. All right. So I thought I had every single book of this character because this character has such a rich history with so many keys. Cameo of this, cameo of that, changes his name. First appearance of him is this, first appearance of him is that. And I realized I don't have this one book. So I had to get it. And that's Thor 166. This is the second full appearance of him. And the bearded one knew it. He knew it. This is it, guys. I have every single key book surrounding surrounding Adam Warlock, and I had to go with the Thor 166. It's a nice higher mid-grade. I haven't cleaned it or pressed it yet. It's white cover. I am definitely going to give this a clean. Right now, I would say it's probably around a 5.5, but after a clean, I think it's definitely going to get up to at least a 6. But I'm very happy. Monster Comic Shop hooked it up, guys. So go check Monster Comic Shop out on Instagram. Really awesome deal. So I'm hyped.
Yo, that is a great key book, by the way, Chris. I'm really happy that you got that, you being the Adam Warlock aficionado. So, yeah, the bearded one did call it before you did show it, and we're happy to see that you got that. That's a sweet book, though. I really fantastic. All right, here's my deal, guys. I've been hitting some really nice pickups the past few weeks. This week, not so much. I literally only got 5 new books this week. I'm just going to share them with you, and I'm just prefacing this now because they are not super exciting, but they're all right. Anyways, with that knowledge, here we go. All right. I have to tell you, I love Peter David. I love most things that Peter David does. And I really enjoyed the Maestro series that he wrote the past 5 months. I think it was a 5-issue run on how Maestro became Maestro, how the Hulk became Maestro. So there's a new series, actually, that just came out called War in Packs. So this is Maestro #1, War in Packs. I haven't read it yet, haven't had time to read it. I've only read one of these 5 books that I'm going to be sharing, but I really love this cover. I mean, look at that. Look at that cover. Absolutely gorgeous with this little crackling and glowing stuff coming out in his eyes. Anyways, so this is my first pickup that I'm sharing with you all this week. Maestro #1. I really enjoyed the previous miniseries, and we'll see how this one goes as well. It's continuing the story of Maestro, the alternative future Hulk. That is my first pickup. Chris, your turn.
I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. I haven't been reading much either. I've been working really hard on prepping videos for my channel. I'm getting even more behind on my reading, but I picked this one up. I actually just did this unboxing on my live show earlier because there's so much hype around it, but I want to read the story. Love Donny Cates. Love what he's been doing. So I got a crossover #1. This is the B variant. Yeah, this has nothing to do with me trying to, spec on a key book or anything like that. It's specific to the story. I want to read this. I want to know what's going on in this book. And like I said, guys, I know there was some weird speculation around the 3 circles, but that's Hyro all day, man. That's Hyro, Oakland, Cali, Hyro.
Hey, so you haven't read any of the crossover books, have you?
No.
Okay, I've read all 3 issues, and I have to say, Chris, this is just my opinion. Want to hear all y'all's opinion too, but mine is very meh. Eh,
Yeah, yeah. All right.
eh. That's where I'm at right now. You know, there's a big reveal in 3 that, you know, it may be big to you. It wasn't that big to me because I wasn't invested in that character. But anyways,
Gotcha.
I am invested in this next character right here. I absolutely love the series. You guys have all heard me talk about this series. Guys, this is the 3rd issue of this, or I'm sorry, 4th issue of this series. It is The Scumbag by Rick Remender, and they change artists each issue. Oh my gosh. I haven't read any of these issues this week, but this cover alone, guys, this series is fantastic. It is hilarious. It's about the worst person in the world. He's literally a scumbag, just trash, getting, you know, these crazy superpowers and having to save the world. This is him right here, basically in an orgy, all drugged up. It is hilarious. Guys, this is a great read. I encourage all of you all to pick this up. The Scumbag by Rick Remender. Absolutely. I cannot recommend this enough. This and Firepower were my 2 favorite series from last year. That's all I'll say about that. I'm going to move back on to Chris. What's your 3rd book, Chris?
I was just talking to somebody about you and Scumbag. I forget who it was.
Wait, you were associating me as a scumbag? I figure. All right, your book.
All right. Here's another one that's been on my 2021 want list, guys. I've been looking at this book for probably 3 years, and over the last year, I got really serious about looking at it, especially since the announcement of the Fox acquisition by Disney and Marvel Studios. Anything X-Men right now, guys. So I had to go with X-Men 50. 2nd appearance of Polaris. 1st cover appearance. Iconic, beautiful art on the cover. And I love green. I love Polaris. I keep saying it. I think Polaris has a good chance of showing up in the MCU sooner than later as an X-Men. Beautiful Steranko work. And this book has been on the incline or on the upline. And I again, another book that I have not cleaned yet. There's some dinge here. You can clean this off. A bit of wear, but again, another very presentable mid-grade. It does have a rip right here. I don't know if you guys can really see it. It kind of bummed me out. I would say this book is definitely a fine to a fine plus without that rip, but I bumped it down to probably a 4.5 with that rip. But if I clean it up, I hope to get it up to, at least a 5.0, but still really very well presentable book. Very happy to add this. I got her the issue 49, the 1st appearance sometime back. Very happy to have this now in my collection.
We have to go take your single shot so we can see the books or each of our single. But if you could have seen my face when looking at it, I went, that is a beautiful looking book, man. Pete Keel, that's pretty clean. I kind of agree with that as well. It looks nice. It looks very presentable. So good work on that. All right. God, I'm just totally like devaluing myself here, and this is just underwhelming compared to your books. But here we go. Actually, it's
all unique.
It's a sweet cover, though, guys. This is a sweet cover. Here we go. My 3rd book of the week that I'm sharing with y'all. It's a reprint, but it's an amazing cover. And this was a really hot book for many, 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 many weeks. Daredevil 25. The 2nd print. Look at that cover of Elektra as Daredevil. Sorry if I spoiled it for anybody, but y'all should be knowing about this by now that this is happening. She's currently Daredevil and is going to be at least until issue 28, which we've seen in previews. So we shall see. But God, that cover, man, I could not pass that cover up. Beautiful. I just love her costume as Daredevil too. Really, really cool cover. So anyways, that's my 3rd book, and Chris is going to share his 4th book. What do you got?
Hey, I love that. You know what? I ordered 3 copies of that book from State of Comics.
Did you?
.com. Yes, I did.
Comes full circle. Full circle.
Yep.
I love it.
I haven't received them yet because I ordered them with pre-orders. So I think should be shipping real soon here. But yeah, I can't wait till I get my hands on mine.
Yeah,
man, I got
it's a great cover.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Now, is that
All right, your
technically her
book.
first cover appearance?
What's that?
Is that technically her first cover appearance?
It would have to be. Although, has 26 come out yet? I don't know. We'd have to check to see if 26 is out, but I'm pretty sure that's her first cover appearance. That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah, we got to look into that.
All right, what do you got for your fourth book?
Yeah, speaking of beautiful covers, man, I'm going to stare at this for a little while before I share it with you guys because it's just really beautiful. This is a run that I need to catch up on reading. Alex Ross, guys, always been one of my favorites. Captain America number 26. I mean, this looks like it should be like an exclusive variant, but this is just your standard Alex Ross doing Alex Ross stuff. Very, very beautiful. I mean, the black background, the red, the blue, that just, oh man, what he does is amazing. You know what I like? And I'm very weird with the aesthetics like this, guys. I like what Marvel's doing with their box now. I like that it has this white border outline, and I like how the number is smaller and it has the legacy number underneath. Like, I'm telling you guys, not covers matter, but also like the title in the number box and the label box and in all of that, the logo, all of that matters to me. It really adds to the overall composition and look of the comic book, if that makes sense.
Here's the deal, and as I was watching your show, prepping for this show today, that Chris does a pregame show pretty much before our Comic Book Canon show on his channel. You shared that book. This thought came to mind, and I don't want to go too much down a rabbit hole because we're still in fresh from the comic shop, and y'all should be sharing your fresh gets too. But Alex Ross is unbelievable, right? Yeah. He is unbelievable. But there is so much Alex Ross covers, so many Alex Ross covers coming out. I feel like we take him for granted these days. Would you agree with that?
Good point. Good point. Yeah. I mean, but
he should not be taken for granted.
Yeah. But here's what I do enjoy with Alex Ross is you don't have to pay $20, $25, $50 for an Alex Ross variant. You know, he's getting work and he's doing work, and we can buy these books at cover price. And I think that's really, really cool.
I mean, he's a freaking gem. Like, he's absolutely, like, his work is just, you really can't compare it to anything else in terms of modern comic books and what people are doing. He's the only one really kind of doing that. Correct me if I'm wrong, if there's somebody else out there.
You know what? No. You're very, I agree 100%. There is one person that I will compare to him, though.
Wow. Okay.
And his name's Alex Garner.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Garner is very similar, but you know the thing with the other Alex, it's still very unique. I do believe they both use watercolor, but Alex Garner usually has a certain type of texture that's different. Where Alex Ross, and to go to what you say, like nobody, the way Alex Ross's watercolors pop, nobody's doing that. Alex Ross will to the T understand lighting. And he builds his covers and his art on proper lighting. And nobody else does that at all. So, you know, other people are really good with water covers that may look granulated or more flat. With Alex Ross, you get that three-dimensional pop. And you're right. I don't think anybody can duplicate that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Bearded One brings up a good point. I'm blown away he can paint entire issues. I mean, Kingdom Come is an absolute classic. Like, that is it's just beautiful, every panel, every single panel. Again, we're going down a rabbit hole. This is about fresh from the comic shop, what we picked up this week. So we're going to continue moving on. This is not an Alex Ross segment, but it is Alex Ross appreciation all around for everybody. All right. Yes, B. Schnurr, you're right. Boddingtons. All right. Moving on. Here's my fourth one. That's a beautiful bottle of water. I think you got a Trader Joe's. Love me some Trader Joe's, guys. Love me some Trader Joe's. All right, here we go, guys. This is my fourth book of the week. I read the first issue. I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad. This is DC Future State, the next Batman. So I haven't read this issue yet, but I should have gotten cover B, guys, where Tim Fox is on the cover with his face revealed. I did not. I had the opportunity to do so, and I just didn't. But this is what I got. The next Batman, number 2. I enjoyed the featurettes that they had at the end of issue 1. I'm excited to see where this is going. Again, we want DC to succeed. As proof here, I bought this. This is an $8 book. That's pretty hefty. So we'll see. Again, this is their initiative for 2 months, January and February. And they're really making a big push for Future State. Anyways, that is my 4th book of the week. Chris is going to show his 5th and final book of the week. What do you got? Oh, wait a minute. I got a glimpse of it, guys. And this is not a rerun. You're not watching a repeat of comic book canon here, guys. This is really happening. This is really happening, and it's a problem. And I need you guys to confront Chris on this issue. Now, here we go.
Okay, look. I won't. I'm trolling. I won't make this be my last pick. We all know I have a problem. So
no, do it.
That was
the book in your hand. That was the book in your hand. You know what? That was the book in your hand. This is not fair.
It just goes to show how addicted I am. Look, I want this to be an Alex Ross tribute. Now I can't even talk. Now you got me tongue-tied because I'm so tied into my Warlock Infinity Watch books. But I was just really wanting to troll you guys because I do want this to be a segment of Alex Ross. Can I show off one more Alex Ross cover for my 5th book?
You don't have to ask. This is your show too, man.
All right, because I know if I continued with the Infinity Watch book, I would probably have people banging down my door, bringing me down to the psycho ward before the show ended. So, or the rehab facility, guys. But you know what? Let's just go with one more Alex Ross book, guys. Iron Man #1 wraparound. Now, Jeff, it was you talking about this Iron Man series that made me buy this book because I want to start reading it. But how about some more Alex Ross goodness, guys? Look at this beautiful wraparound cover. Again, the colors, the lighting just pops. You can dive right in to this book. My goodness. What a beauty.
Yo, man, that's
beautiful.
Like I got the timeless variant. I just couldn't pass that one up. I didn't want to get both. But that cover is what I'm talking about. That's something special. And this guy's delivering something special 4 times a month, basically, right? And I feel like it's going to be, and again, I want him to pump this stuff out. The guy, this is Alex Ross appreciation. But I think I'm worried about us taking him for granted. And I don't know where the line is drawn where it's like, slow down with the Alex Ross covers. But you can't because he's so good. He's so good. You're not going to disagree with me. Anyways.
Nope.
Here is my 5th book of the week. It's one that probably most of you have. It's quite interesting, especially the end. I'm not going to get into spoilers here. But this is King in Black #3. I know Chris is probably waiting on his issue. There is a spoiler cover that shows something interesting that happens between Null and Thor. But this is the only one actually I did read. It was pretty good. This has been pretty good. I haven't gotten any of the tie-ins or anything like that, but King in Black has been a pretty good series. I pick up Venom as well, so it's been interesting. I'm really intrigued as to how this will end. There's a lot of speculation. That's what I'm totally into. Who is the God of Light? Who is going to be able to stand up to Null and just completely stop this invasion of Earth? It's something I'm super excited about. And if you guys got this and read #3, please let us know what you thought. But that is my 5th and last book of the week. That there, Chris, concludes Fresh from the Comic Shop. We'll have some new pickups next week. I can guarantee you that. And who knows, maybe Chris will have 5 new issues of Warlock and the Infinity Watch #1. It's quite possible. Show it, Chris. Just this is your extra book. This is
the greatest book in the world. My precious.
That's an issue.